In this video, we shall discuss about the new type of angle, that is the corresponding angle. In our last video, we have discussed about the transversal and the angles formed by the transversal. The corresponding angle is defined on the basis of transversal. So that I think we need to still remember the definition of transversal, because in the lack of the definition of transversal, we cannot easily define the definition of corresponding angle and also one another angle that is known as the alternate angle. These such type of angle are defined on the basis of transversal. In the corresponding angle, we say that one arm are formed by the transversal and second arm of the angle is opposite or in the same side of the transversal. So in every definition there are term transversal included. Transversal. So when we define corresponding angles or alternate angle, alternate angle, then in each then in each condition we read the word transversal, so that when we define these two angles, then we also revise the definition of transversal. So the word transversal is used in the both definition, so that it is the very important definition of this topic. So let us start to corresponding angle. Before starting the corresponding angle, let me explain transversal once more, so that we define what is the transversal. What is the transversal? We say that a line which intersect two or more lines at different point, then it is known as transversal. From here we can see that in this figure we can see that the two lines M and N are given, and a line L which intersect the line M and N, two different points A and B, so that we say that the line L is the transversal of the line M and N. So when we define corresponding angle, we use the word transversal in many times. So the definition of transversal is essential part of the definition of corresponding angle as well as the definition of alternate angle. Okay, so let us start. What is the corresponding angle? Corresponding angle, that means there must be at least two angles which are correspond to each other. That means we say that a pair of angles are said to be corresponding angle if in which one arm of each angle are on the same side of the transversal and other arm of the each angle are formed by the transversal, and the point of the other arm are in the same are in the opposite direction. So in this figure we can define the corresponding. In this figure we can see that there is a two angle form. First this and second one is this. Okay, and here we can see that the one arm of these two angles, one arm of these two angles are on the same side of the transversal. L is the transversal, L is the transversal, and there are two angle formed, that is angle 1, that is the angle 1 and angle 2. And the one arm of angle 1 and angle 2 are on the same side of the transversal, that is this. This is the one arm of the angle 1 and this is the one arm of the angle 2, and both are on the same side of the transversal. And where is their another arm? Their arm are this, which is formed by the transversal. Okay, so here we can see that there are two angles formed, that is 1 and 2, in which one arm of each angle are on the same side of the transversal, and the second arm are formed by the transversal pointed in the opposite direction. Then the angle is known as transversal angle. I hope the definition of transversal angle is clear to all. So let me explain the transversal corresponding angle once again. A pair of angles in which one arm are on the same side of the transversal and the other arm of each angle are formed by the transversal and pointed in the opposite direction, including the line segment AB. It is obvious that they include the line segment AB because their other line is already formed by this line segment. So we can say that the angle 1 and 2 are the corresponding angle. The angle 1 and angle 2 are the corresponding angle. So here we can write angle 1 and angle 2 are corresponding angle. If somebody asks why, then your answer will completely entirely depend on the definition of the corresponding angle. Without the definition of the corresponding angle, we cannot explain why these two angles are corresponding. So, when somebody asks why angle 1 and 2 in the given figure are corresponding, then our reply will be the angle 1 and angle 2, in which one arm of the each angle are on the same side and the other arm are formed by the transversal, in which pointed in opposite direction. That is why the angle 1 and 2 are the corresponding angle. So this is the exact assertion of the angle 1 and 2 to be the corresponding angle. There is a remark for corresponding angle. When the transversal cuts two given line, when a transversal cuts two given line, then there are four pair of corresponding angle formed and they are equal in their measure. The remark is, the first remark is that when a transversal cuts two or more, cuts two given line, then there are four pair of corresponding angle form. This is the first remark of the corresponding angle. And the second one is that they are equal in measure. They are equal in measure. Okay, so we can say that another definition of the corresponding angle is that a pair of angle in which one side of each angle are on the same side of the transversal and other arm are formed by the transversal, and also the measure of the angle are same, then they are known as transversal. I hope is that clear? All about the transverse corresponding angle are explained here, why we call so transversal and why they are transversal. So, sorry, corresponding. Here we have to verify four pair of corresponding angle form when a transversal cuts two given lines. So let us see how it is possible. In the given figure, we can see that there are four pair of angle first of all. Here we can see that there are four pair of angle form, that is angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the point this is B and the point is this A. Okay, now let us find out the four pair of corresponding angle. So let us see what are they. We can find them very easily. So let us see. So the given figure is here, in which we have to verify that when a transversal cuts two given line, then there are four pair of corresponding angle formed. So here we can see that angle 4 and angle 5, angle 1 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 7, angle 3 and angle 6. These are the corresponding angle, because in the figure we can see that in angle 4 and angle 8, in the both angle we can see that, sorry, angle 4 and angle 5, we can see that one arm of these two angles are on the same side of the transversal, and their other side, other arm are formed by the transversal and pointed in opposite direction, so that angle 4 and 5 are the corresponding angle. The next one is angle 1 and 8 are the corresponding angle. Why? Because their one arm are on the same side of the transversal and other arm are formed by the transversal pointing in the opposite direction, so that angle 1 and angle 8 is again and also corresponding angle. Similarly, in case of angle 2 and angle 7, we can see that the one arm of the angle 2 and angle 7 are on the same side, and the other arm are formed by the transversal pointed in the opposite direction, so that 2 and 7 is also transversal angle. And similarly we can verify that angle 3 and angle 6 are also the transversal angle. Now I hope is that clear to everyone. If you have any doubt in any point, then you can mention your doubt in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubt in the next video. So let us see the next topic, which is known as alternate angle. Let us see what is the alternate angle. alternate angle. So, to define the alternate angle, let me draw the figure first. Here we define the alternate angle. We say that a pair of angles are said to be alternate in which one side of each angle are on the opposite side of the transversal and their other arm of each angle are formed by the transversal in the opposite, pointing in the opposite direction. So we can see that here the angle 1 and angle 2 are alternate angle, because in the first case we can see that the first arm of the angle 1 is on the right side of the transversal, and in the second case the one arm of the angle 2 is on the left side of the transversal, and also their other angle, other arm are formed by the transversal, and they are these, which are pointed in opposite direction. So that such type of angle are known as alternate angle. So let me define the alternate angle once again. We say that a pair of angle in which one arm of each angle are on the opposite side of the transversal, and the other arm of each angle are formed by the transversal pointing in opposite direction. Then such type of angles are known as alternate angle. I hope it is clear what is the alternate angle. The alternate angle is further divided into two parts. The first part is known as alternate alternate interior angle. Alternate interior angle. And the second is alternate exterior angle. Okay, so that there are two types of alternate angle, in which one is alternate interior angle and the second one is alternate exterior angle. So in the figure, if the angle for inside the two given line, means if the alternate angle lying between the given line M and N, then they are interior angle, and if the angle which are not lying in the M and N, then they are exterior. But the definition of alternate interior angle and alternate exterior angle are slightly different. There is only one difference, is that in the interior angle the line segment AB included, but in the exterior angle, the line segment AB does not include it. So these definition we shall discuss in our next video, and I hope the corresponding angle and the alternate angle is clear to all, and its type we shall discuss in our next video. So if you have any doubt or any confusion, then you can mention your doubt or confusion in the comment section. I will clear your doubt in the next video, or I can also clear your doubt by writing the comment in the box. So thank you very much for watching this video. We shall visit in the next video with the new topic, that is okay. So goodbye.